Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today I just wanted to do a simple video about my two new fountain pens. So the Platinum Silhouette and the Nagasawa um, Gearske. I know I'm saying that incorrectly, but these two pens, you guys had questions about how they inked up and what I inked them with and how they write. So I figured let's just do a journaling session and you guys can just see it for yourself. Maybe that works. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I did this page with my silhouette, but we're also going to do a writing sample and you'll watch me journal. And so this one was really cool. I really like to draw with fountain pens that have a really fine point. And I find that to be true with almost all my fountain pens. If it's fine enough, I always find myself writing I always find myself actually drawing. So we, in this page, we ended up getting this astronaut guy who is a nightlight, and it shows the galaxy, and it's really, really cool. The galaxy that it shows in the laser, it's so realistic. And I love it. So found myself drawing it from a picture from Amazon because that's where I got it from. And it's so easy to do it with this pen. So this one is inked up with Wearingeul Romeo. And then I inked up this one with, did I do it with? Yes, with the Starry Night fountain pen ink Journalize. And I guess it's called Deep Space Aurora is the ink name. I thought the ink name was Starry Night, or Journalize. I don't know what the ink name is. I gotta look it up again. But anyway, I haven't quite finished this page, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to start fresh so you can see everything. And I'm going to use my writing board. Just the other day, my son, who's 9, asked me, what do you use these things for? What is the point? I was like, to keep my hands off the paper. He's like, why? It's like, oh, well, because I'm writing with fountain pen and I don't want the ink to smudge and smear and not write properly. He's like, oh, okay. So I wonder one day if he will memorize, or he will have that memory of me explaining that to him. Only time will tell, but he was really intrigued by the fact that, like, he's always watching me journal. They know when I journal, like when I say I need my journaling stuff, they always know to get a book. They don't always get the right book, but they do get a book for me. The one that one of my books, and then they will find a fountain pen. They always seem to find a fountain pen and not a ballpoint or a gel pen. It's always one of my fountain pens is what they end up picking out, which is really nice and thoughtful of them that they know me. So anyway, let's get started. I don't think I'm going to be able to talk this while I'm journaling. So we're just going to have to sit in silence. I'm not going to put on any music because I don't have music to use. You might hear the birds. Sorry if you hear my heavy breathing because I have the camera really close. I may or may not be able to finish just because I'm on my lunch hour, and plus I've started this video towards the middle of my lunch hour, so I only have like about 30 minutes left to get myself together before I go back to work. Also, I'm interested in knowing how you feel about this type of video. I used to do videos like this when I had my art stuff going on. So my son has baseball. Well, both of my bigger boys are in baseball. And yesterday, which was the 20th, I had to go pick up my youngest from daycare. And I needed to take both the boys with me to do that. And so directly after, we didn't have time to come back to the house, and we had to go directly to baseball practice. And so we were prepared for that. I had my son make sure that before we left the house, he had all his gear, and he ended up getting everything together. I was really excited. But in the middle of practice, he asked the coach, and well, he told the coach that he couldn't bend over to grab the ball because they were practicing how to catch grounders. And so he's like, I can't bend over, my back hurts. He's like, I can't go like move side to side because my back hurts. And I couldn't hear him exactly, but I could see what he was trying to show him, how his coach asked him to like move around and stretch, and he kept saying he couldn't do it. But he had told the coach something else, which I didn't find until the very end of practice, when the coach came up to me and he's like, your son asked me to tell you that, he couldn't move his back. He was really tired. He was actually really hungry. And I had told him, I'm pretty sure you'll eat after practice. Well, he was really hungry. And he said, I told him that. And then he said, well, can you tell my mom that after practice, if she can make me something really good? And that was like the funniest thing to me. We just all started laughing, and some of the other parents that were around were laughing. He's like, oh, your son is a character, which he is. He's on a different wavelength. And so anyway, it kind of upset me just a little that he wasn't giving all his effort in baseball practice last night. Why did I spell my son's name wrong? Dre. So I have this book, and let me zoom out. I don't do this very often, but I'm starting to do it a little bit more, which is like add stickers, add some interest to my page. So I do like this sticker book because there's a lot of representation. So just picking out a picture that would represent myself as I am sitting here watching my son's baseball practice. Just fold that over. Okay, let's try my Nagasawa pen. What do I want to do here? So I'm just going to give myself space because I do want to finish into what happened at baseball, but for the sake of this pen, we did get okay, I completely lied. This is the other ink. This is the brown. I do feel like this pen is kind of top heavy because this is the like the Pro Gear model. So it's a 21 karat. I'm going to use some water. It's a little bit of a hard start, but that's just because I didn't put the cap on while I was coloring these in. See if I can find some fun stickers. So this is gonna be my King Jim sticker book. I prefer to put stickers on my weekly pages. So that's typically what I do. But, ooh, I like this one. This will be good because it was super dark when we went there and came home. Well, not super dark, but it was dark. So let's do this. Boop. Put that right there. And Just put that there. Something like that. And then I will just keep writing. But I do, that's dried already. So I do like how fine both of these nibs are. And just makes it easier to sketch and draw. Alrighty, so there you have it. These pens are fabulous writers. I haven't had to do anything with the nibs, and I mean that's pretty much consistent with all of my platinum pens, and kind of consistent with Sailor or Nagasawa. I think this is my second Nagasawa, and if someone can explain to me the difference between Nagasawa and Sailor. Is it just a brand? Because they look identical to Sailors. So that would be nice. And for those of you who stuck with me on this, creating this, writing this down, thank you. I really like it. I don't always use a water brush for my journaling, but since I've been using, like, doing a lot of block lettering and, you know, open space lettering, it's comes in handy. So I get this from Amazon. I'll put a link if you guys want a link, but you could just search water brushes and find those. This is not anything new or inventive or anything like that. People have been using these for a while, but I decided to use it to speed up time, and I think it worked. Anyway, so if you guys have any questions, let me know, and thank you for watching. I will catch you in the next video.